just after 1 o'clock, and my folks are headed out for their little extended weekend getaway. So the dog is hanging out with me, but I am about to head out for a doctor's appointment here in about an hour. And my lollipop is already in my purse. I'm still sore from the hiking yesterday. That's going to take me a couple of days to totally recover. I weighed in. I had a leftover granola bar from my stuff from yesterday because I didn't have a lot of appetite, and those are only like 100 calories. And had some coffee too with oat milk. And I've straightened my hair somewhat. I don't think I did a very good job of it because no matter what I do, the ends will always curl. They do that. Might help if my straightener actually clamped down on the hair, but mine doesn't. It's like a comb. It's like the Revlon version of a hot comb because procreation. So yeah, lollipops in my purse. My Pfizer vaccine card is in my purse. I'll probably put that into my medical stuff while I'm there. Just keeping in mind that this is a health journey, so trying to be healthy. It's 1:07, and I gotta be there by 2:20. Yo! I'm gonna have to leave the TV playing for the dog. And I'm trying to think if there's anything that I need to let them know about beside the vaccine information. Probably not. It's fine. But the house is nice and quiet, so I can actually think. So that's good. Except for the dang roosters from next door constantly crowing. I'm gonna go slap some moisturizer on. It's 3:01. And instead of the expected exam stuff, they scheduled me for a 3D mammogram because I unfortunately lost an aunt, my mom's sister, to breast cancer, which she was diagnosed with at the age of 31. And it came back on her later in her 30s, and she did not live to be 40. So this means at 35, despite our situations being totally different because she never had kids, and I had 2, and that lowers your risk, and I nursed my kids, and that lowers my risk, and I was never on hormonal birth control. She was. That ups your risk. Because it is so close to me genetically, just gotta be on the safe side, right? I get it. Still sucks. I really hate being handled. I hate medical exams. I hate shots. It all sucks. It's all stressful. And all of this comes from when I was a kid getting poked and prodded to keep me alive. Ask any Vactral kid if they remember the pediatric ICU. And they could probably tell you. I remember the nurse that checked me out of the hospital when I was not quite 3 years old, and she had this giant bow on her head, and I thought it looked really stupid. Do you know how big a hair bow has to be for a 2-year-old to think you look dumb? Well, she just pulled that IV out of my hand, too. I still have the scar from that. Right there. Nobody can ever get a vein in my arm, not without blowing it up. I feel nauseous, and I am going to, obviously I came prepared, but I'm going to need another one of these next month when all the fun scans start. And yeah, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna put loud music on, drive home on county roads, and I am going to I'm gonna open the sunroof. Except for straight up sugar, I really have no appetite, but I do have a single serving large lunch salad kit in the fridge at home, so if I can actually convince myself to eat, I have something healthy. I still feel kind of miserable from the hike yesterday, but that's to be expected. Decided to make a quick stop on my way home, mostly because I needed to pull over, but yeah, I really like this bridge. It's in a pretty spot. You can't drive on it anymore, but it's still pretty solid. They built a new one right next to it. But it's really quiet and nice out here. There's the river, rest of the bridge, newer bridge, actually has traffic. And some cows. Alright, today has been pretty stressful for me, and also pretty stressful for Dyson, because Dyson is a very stressed doggy. So I have been kind of manically cleaning out a few drawers, rather than actually eating any food, which is not good for me. So I looked at my app where I track everything and discovered that I needed to make up roughly 1,000 calories. I know, I'm disappointed in myself too. So when oh, flashy lights, that'll be fun. Hopefully it's just construction. It's off on the side, shouldn't affect, okay, maybe it's a bit more than that. Possible wreck. As I need to make up a whole lot of calories, and especially with, I'm still recovering from yesterday, then I figured that the best thing to do, since I don't feel fantastic, is, oh, somebody found a tree with the front of their vehicle. That's sad. I hope they're okay. I decided I would run out and get a pizza, because I can find the calories for all the mod pizzas online. And so I am getting a Mad Dog, which is, this is a medium-sized pizza. I think they call it an 11-inch, and it is 900 and some calories. They have some that have fewer calories, but I don't even want to think about it. And I also am aware that pizza has a chemical effect on the brain, so it doesn't make you feel full, so you will actually eat a lot more than you should. And I am hoping to exploit that for health purposes. So maybe I can eat this whole pizza. Fitness whole pizza in my mouth. Except I will probably pull off a meat chunk or two for Dyson, since he's outdoors and that's scary. And I picked up a leash in case he needs to get out of the vehicle, but just being away from the house is scary enough for him. The only thing scarier than that is being left alone at the house with the cat. I guess guess the cat's mean to him. I don't know. Though we've never actually seen the cat be mean to him. This is just that typical dog behavior. Get up off the couch, get your little buddy, go, where are we going? How you holding up, buddy? How you doing, pal? Where you at? Hey, there's your face. Now, thankfully, I don't know if it's me or the vehicle, but since getting this vehicle, I have required Fuzzbutt here to be in the back seat, and he has taken to it. He won't do that with my parents. He has got to be up front. He will try to ride in their lap while they're driving. I'm like, back seat. And sure enough, he has kept to that training. I'm very glad. Because he's a good boy. You've earned your chunk of sausage there, buddy. I know you like those meats and the spiciness. He won't touch pizza crust. He doesn't like bread. He also won't eat French fries. Now, I've heard there's some science behind this, that small dogs need extra protein, but you would think they would just go for whatever calories they can get, which would include bread, but you know what? I find it interesting. Different dog types need different stuff. Kind of like you can't feed dogs cat food and cats dog food for very long without major health repercussions. Neat stuff. But there is a drawback to this fella being in the vehicle, and that is he gets a little bit car sick sometimes, so I gotta drive gently. How you doing, Dyson? Alright, we are clear. Yeah, that's about the size of a larger dinner plate. I will definitely, I'll eat this whole thing without help, but the dog is definitely volunteering. It's 11:43. Just did my skincare. Kind of getting an early start on my evening. Now, I did pull the heater back out from behind the guitars because it's supposed to get down to the 30s tonight. Not fun. The dog obviously has picked a spot, and I doubt he'll be anywhere else this evening. Although he was a good doggo, and he did eat up all of his dinner. And eventually, I got that medication in his face, so hopefully his allergies won't be too bad tomorrow. Also done my own medications for the evening, so I guess that's good. Not a whole lot going on, although I did accidentally find a shot of my face earlier in the car when I was super not having it with that dang lollipop. And I cackled for a good several minutes straight because just from the expression on my face. And I found that image hilarious. I'm going to send that to somebody tomorrow, I'm sure, or put it on Facebook for everybody to see, because what fun is the internet if you're not embarrassing yourself with mortifying photos, right? Just put yourself out there. Just put yourself out there and just as cringy as you possibly can, because if you can laugh at it, nobody else can laugh at you. Not in any way that would hurt. Tomorrow, Friday, I have no plans. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I'm sure it'll be something. It's never boring. The only time it's boring is when my chronic pain stuff flares up so bad that I can't do squat. Which was not quite today. Almost. It's too anxious to really have that be a thing. I did have to reschedule my next round of trigger point injections just to be on the super safe side of anything involving needles that might keep me from not getting my second round with the Pfizer vaccine. So that has been pushed off until after the after the next round, which is the 6th. And I think I scheduled it for the 7th, and then I have stuff happening on the 8th. And oh my goodness, what have I done? Okay, so I'm going to have to look at my medical calendar because it looks like I got 3 days in a row next month that are going to be... Ugh. So, we'll see what happens then. I don't know. If I am really, really picky, I may reschedule some of that just to push it further out. Probably. It would probably be the trigger point injections. Oh well. So, tomorrow, just another adventure. But I think I did good tonight. Very little distraction. Really got myself in gear. Didn't really watch much TV. Mostly just dinked around on Reddit, if I'm being honest. Thanks for sharing my day with me.